texting their parents that much now.
Oh yeah, but still like well, you gotta keep focused even though you miss your family and stuff because this is a neutral ground for all these teams here. As Fox Gaming, we can see them playing a really good game yesterday. They raked up a total of 16 kills and hoping to get more for today.
Focusing on Louis right now, very focused at the time being. I think he's very prepared for the game. They played very well yesterday, like you said, but in the end, it was just a little bit of a mistake. Last game, though, it was epic, I would say.
Yeah, definitely epic. And speaking of secrets early on, we have Team Secret on the board. It is going to be PMCO, Alex, Cindy, as well as Stu 9K that will be leading our for the Malaysian side.
They're using the Vivo, that's the secret.
Yeah, you see the tags on the shoulders, over on the sleeves, and of course, we also have Team FFG, Friends from Ever Gaming, who also played yesterday. And although they only get 5 kills, I believe that today they will change their game plan a little bit. Because like yesterday they were trying to play a little bit more passively as compared to the rest. But we do have Team Philippines coming up online today, so
Finally.
still will be playing for this 4 rounds.
QB on the right
we have here.
Yeah, this one's ZaraQ, the best team right now. They're still ranking #1 since yesterday. They got the most kills, the most points, and there goes our secret. Very hyped for the day. I can see they can't wait. They were resting the whole day yesterday, so I guess today will be the day they're showing off a bit of their fangs, maybe.
Perhaps so. Of course, they've been studying a lot of the gameplay while they were just watching the games, although they didn't really play throughout the rest of the rounds. But like you said, getting a little bit more of that extra rest in hand definitely comes in handy because
especially if you get to see the Team B performance yesterday.
That's
You
true.
might have been studying the whole Team B groups, which I think will be very, very useful for this round. And imagine if they can snowball everything. For Team C, they have a little bit of advantage here. What'd you say?
It's really hard to tell because we haven't seen them play against each other yet. But according to the scrims, they still say that it's really tough because RQ is in Group B and they tried really hard to actually challenge them because they know that their hometown is in Pachinki and still
Hometown in Pachinki.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not even from Thailand. They're literally from Pachinki.
They live for Pachinki place. But speaking of that, we're going into game #1 between all these teams as we will head into the first game in Bikindi TPP. Now, we gotta break it down a little bit because this map, we got a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah, it's gonna be among the most exciting map there is because there's a lot of open field. The map size will be 6 by 6 kilometers. Not the smallest, yet not the biggest as well. The land area will be 40.29%, while the amount of towns is quite a lot based on its perimeters. It's 27 towns among the most towns there is, even though it's not the biggest map.
Yeah, and of course that will give them ample loot. And looking into how this flight is actually going to go, it's gonna be flying from not too
unknown
sure
places.
for
Unknown
time being, but
places.
it will possibly cut across evenly, judging from how this is gonna go. I'm hoping to see some of these
I
guys
think it's from
land
the
into
south.
It's gonna fly from Vihar, so it looks like it's from the west. So this will cut towards the castle,
To Peshkova,
towards the side of Kantra, I believe, where it will actually land. So I want to see some people here going into the Dino Park because it's kind of exciting to see them fighting through those roller coasters and volcanoes right there. So this is Team WAW there with Takanomi leading the way down. And
Oh, okay, finally seeing how it crossed. Yeah, exactly at Contra, like you said, Contra, which is a little bit irony there. But anyhow, I do notice something about the RQ team. I did a little bit of research yesterday. They really like to drop at the center of the map. I think it's the best way for you to move or migrate anywhere in case the circle, which kind of ends probably in Dobro Meso, probably, or Goroka. Goroka is one of the best places, I think, for looting too.
Yeah, and looking into Goroka, it is in the center of the circle, so this will be really great for the side of Box Gaming, which is kind of sharing the same vicinity alongside with RRQ Athena. Meanwhile, over on the side of COD as well as Screwdriver, they're hanging around the corners there. Of course, the Todo is by the docks And this
Yeah.
will take some time for them to actually loot up before they head into
Oh, I
battle,
like
but
how the
Team Secret-
scout going in for Biu there. Very silent, quiet. I do not know if he has a snow vehicle. I think he has a snow mobile there. That's why he's moving a bit very fast.
Yeah.
And here, RQ have the compound all by themselves. I don't think they won't be contesting with anybody anytime soon.
The thing about Goroka is that you have so many different points that you can actually be on top of the hill or on the lower point. There's still a lot of coverage room for them. So RQ, they are experts in the battlefield, and they always go in for a fight. And speaking of fight
There you
here,
go.
oh
Yeah,
man.
Mr. 88 got the hits. Quite a lot, I would say. And seems like Evil's probably trying to run away from Team Aerof here.
Yeah, and you can see.
I thought
Evos-
they're going to charge in because they kind of got the hits on Mr. 88, which is their captain, by the way.
Yeah, but I think that it's not really too wise to overcommit early into the fight because all of them are
Outsources?
not really clumped up together. If Evos can actually get more of a field of view from all the angles over on the side of Arof, then perhaps that will be a better option for them to fight off. Now, over on the side of Vanova, it seems like Team X will be just loitering around for the time being. So a lot of loot for these guys, and they are not really too far away from the circle. So in terms of rotation, they don't really have to worry way too much. But they got to rake up some kill points here for themselves.
Yeah, if they manage to get, like we quarrel, or I think our discussion before, if they get
Quarrel.
onto Castle, maybe if they got some snipers on Volnova, probably gonna just camp at Castle. It's pretty good ambush point, I would say, though.
Yeah, that's true. And looking into the winery, we do see Team Talk, one of the most aggressive teams in the early bouts, not having
They're
anyone to
still
challenge,
on
but
going for it.
yeah,
I
Evos.
thought they already kind of sell it down and just go part ways here and there, but it seems like Aerof still going for it.
Oh, Mr. 88 over on the top side of the roof. It seems like he does have a great clue on Evos as he hears all those footsteps. He's just right below him. Okay, going in for an ambush already. Will lead the
I
charge.
think he got the full information he needs at the moment.
This is going to be quite rough for the side of Era, but it's...
Look at that, the rooftop camping. This is interesting. Eva's having a hard time to find where are the Arab. It seems like they are not living in a compound yet, but I like how Mr. 8 being patiently waiting up there.
Oh,
well,
where's
his
the rest
teammate,
of Araf, though?
yeah, the rest of the Arab team, I think they should back off for the moment. And it seems like Mr. 88 is trying to get some information more, like how many people are in here.
I think he's pretty
Honestly,
scared.
I don't. He's very calm. I know him as a person. He got his SMG ready just in case. But the sources still not that much. Still level 1 back as well as how much here?
I'm pretty sure the rest of Team Evos Esports here is scratching their head like, where could this guy be? Because we're pretty sure he's inside of the place. But yeah,
I've got
let
a
the chicken hunt
question.
begin.
What are the tactics they want to do right now? We can see Evos is crazy down there trying to find where are the Arab guys, but it seems like they already left the
at the rest.
compound. I know, why did they leave their captain here? That's the question. Maybe
Well,
he's trying to be a spy. Oh, this is
I guess
very
it's
close.
gonna work out. But Fox, okay, he's laying out some shots already as the rest of them
why did
was
he
looking
move?
for him.
He got baited. This is a problem for Mr. 88. He will get discovered if he keep on exposing his position at this way.
And they've already found him out that he's on top of the roof. It's just that they need to wait for him to jump down. So Evos got this. They could just take all the time that they want
Can
because the
he
circle's
jump
still
to
in.
another roof to the next door? I don't think
Maybe?
it's close enough for him to jump. This is bad. They know exactly where he was trying to prank them. Look how he was positioning himself right beneath the second roof here.
Okay, they're actually climbing out, so they really want to spot him out. So Mr. 88
Oh,
now
he's
rolling
prone.
down.
This is crazy. This is hilarious. I'm sorry to say. I know his death is so near at this point, but at the same time, this is just crazy.
Well, we'll
How-
never know.
The thing
Maybe
is,
he can survive.
his whole teammate left him at this point.
I mean, like...
I was hoping he gathered the information. They're waiting for the point where they can ambush. I think they're coming back. They kind of forgot their captain is not around now.
Oh, yeah. And of course, Mr. 88 here still trying to peek out. He knows that they are here. And now Evos are on top of the roof. There will be some fights here as Mr. 88 gets ganked. This will be the first knockdown that we see as Arof goes over with the wraparound. Iron Pro will be the next one to fall as Fox takes him down.
Yeah, trying to get the right moment and the right angle for Boy. But it seems like it's pretty hard to hard our Evos there.
Kobe. Can he actually get the bomb into the position? But I think
That's
it's a little
pretty.
bit far off.
Oh,
Oh, it
pretty
still
well.
hurts.
They can see though, but now Boy is a bit separated from Iron Pro, and it seems like we can hear a bit more gunshot. Boy is down as well, being knocked. Is his teammate coming very soon? This is a bad position for Team Arrow right now. They don't have the right man and right positioning, and it seems like Agus is a bit far away from the
He's got to make a run because he's the
Yeah,
last guy standing.
I think it's just no. I don't think this is gonna work.
Yeah, I feel like
Yang semua dari
Team
bawah
Arrow,
tu kau
they
tahu.
kind of
Kalau
make a
tadi kau
little
stick
bit of
dengan dorang,
mistake
aku
because
boleh
like
pancing
they
dorang kau
had,
tahu jadi bait.
they had a little bit of a scuffle against Arrow. I mean,
Dia bukan nak
against
lawan awal,
Evos from the
masalah
other
dah kena
side.
kepung. Kau tim kau susah.
Because
then?
like they were trying to go wrap him around from the other edge,
Siapa
and
yang
he gets
cakap nak
spot out
mati?
just
Siapa yang nak mati?
immediately.
Right now, we can see Marco is. I think he can get the vision on G9 RRQ, which is the captain for RRQ team. But I think they're just scouting for the information to get to know the exact position where they're rotating to. I think the most important thing the most important thing in this game is where you drop and where the circle is. Whether you, sometimes it requires a bit of luck in the early game. Though.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, speaking of that, I feel like Arov could just retreat immediately instead of like going in for a full fight. But over on the side of Peskova, we do see Team X-Force here coming from Cambodia. They have a really good rotation. Now that they do have the Disia, you can just easily pick all these members up. Grim will go ahead and get fire on board.
Yeah,
Captain
probably
Malcolm
just
run
gonna
them
be the
over.
taxi guy for now for Grim. And it seems like the other teammate for X-Force probably... will they be in the same vehicle? I do prefer they kind of separated, but
Oh,
there
yeah.
goes Fury being shot by Evos, which kind of dominate this area right now. That's a big painful of bullet there.
Oh yeah, he's making it rain as you can see Arrow just going in with those sprays, but still not enough damage to actually bring anyone down. This is the reason why when I actually talked to a lot of all these players, they were fearing some Indonesian teams as well, especially Evo's esports. They say that people like Jughead, they really know how to actually go in with an ambush, with a flank, and like how they did towards the side of Arov, it was just efficient plays all across the board. That's going to be a G36C in the hands of Jughead as he looks for that shot, and he spots one out.
Yeah, they do have the information on FFQ, but I don't think FFQ realized that Eve was kind of waiting to ambush. And it seems like there goes Rabbids with the scouting, while the other three of his teammates is kind of going to back him up in case he needs help. And they come across team number 7, which if I'm not mistaken is team Friends Forever Gaming there.
Yeah, and it seems like FFQ will actually rotate across with them. So will there be any vehicle battles here? We do have Team X in the same car, so they can actually go in for a flank.
It's 3
Oh,
cars.
there we go. A couple of taps here and there, but it's really way too
Maybe
hard to
just-
hit your
oh,
bullets there.
there's
But
one
look
more.
at this shot.
Oh, he might. I thought
Okay.
they're gonna clash there for a moment, but it seems like they're just gonna say hi and bye
Oh,
for the
yeah.
time being and just not gonna shoot each other. Maybe they kind of like, hey, we're gonna find you next time, not today.
Yeah,
just
not today. Indeed. And just...
I like how Snow Mobiles is very, very useful in this map. It's the fastest one. It's not slippery. While the other vehicle, you might have the... And it's not very as noisy as the other vehicles, though.
Yeah.
And I like how Gang is having all the compound by themselves, not having contest in any way, might have all the attachment
Well,
already.
I feel like from the side of Gang, they are just waiting for people to pass by because they are at the edge of the circle, so they are just gatekeeping all these players from coming in. Meanwhile, from the side of WAW, though, they finally parked themselves into this area where they could just take a lot of sweet time because all of these guys, they actually have to cut across this road, but still Onyx will land themselves right across.
Yeah, and there's a multiple angle battle will be coming very, very soon. We can see all compound being dominated by... Okay, this is interesting. They probably have the wrong game here. They probably thought they're playing bumper cars.
Oh, okay.
And it seems
But
like, yeah.
looking into this circle, it will be Double Master Kirchas as well as Goroka still inside of the next phase. Meanwhile, the rest of the players who are loitering around the Diamond Park, they gotta make a move right now as the circle will slowly close in about 2 minutes or less. Of course, RRQ, we will see them possibly spotting out Team X-Force at the
I
other
think
corner.
at this point, RQ is having the higher advantage, which you can see how many houses or apartments nearby if they were able to camp there. But
Oh.
I don't think they want to camp at the spot for the moment. Goroka is a nice spot if you want to camp, but I think they try to go for the higher grounds here.
Yeah, looking into that, I believe that, of course, that will give you a little bit of a field of view. But still, we do see Jim getting taken down there as Onyx gets themselves the first knock of the day. And it will be a little bit hard for them to commit to actually finish him off because Pure Skill is just around the corner. If they go in for a flank from there, it will be QB. QB, though, he managed to steal the kill away. That's unfortunate.
That's evilish. If you tell me, if you ask me, that's really evil. Taking somebody else's
Oh,
kill. There
FFQ.
goes FFQ. Right into the bat. Going with the
Spots
car.
are called.
And somebody else, they're just gonna leave him over. But Nick being shot behind. It seems like this is a multiple angle war going on. Gang is at a bit far away, but still, Onik being ambushed by Twalk might be on there. Or there's a lot of teams in the same compound
Oh
right now.
yeah,
Aaron.
looking into how FFQ just lost out a couple of members right through the rotation. It will be really bad for the side of Few. So they have to play it safely from this point onwards. Team Pure Skill picking up a random kill after Onyx knocks off one of the members of Yudu Gank. Now,
Pure
Waltz-
skill, pure evil, you ask me.
a little bit of both. But speaking of that, that is nasty.
That's too much. Just 1-2 shots. That's kind of, I think that hits the head a lot.
Yeah, I think that this shreds a little bit of his armor as well. Looking into how he actually sprayed through like 3 taps, one hitting the head and the other 2 hitting the body. So he's still alive, so that's good news for him. But EXE doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the side of Onyx. So this team from Indonesia is really well known back at home. And of course, now that they are in PMCO, Southeast Asia, here at China, they've been practicing every day in, day out. I see them just sitting
Very
at the whole
disciplined.
lobby, and they always are on the game. Now, over the side of C, Crazy Docs, though, true, hasn't really gotten much yet.
Okay, one thing I realized about Twog is usually in the early game, especially Candy or any other maps, they like to take at the edges of the map though. And
Yeah.
I'm surprised this time they kind of landed central to it. And usually they are very aggressive in early game, but right now they kind of playing very safe for Twog. While we can have here Savior and RIQ kind of sharing the compound, we can see how everybody skirmish into that very small circle. Now I do realize that Vikendi, when the circle kind of moves, even in this first circle of Vikendi, kind of eliminates half of the map.
Yeah, most of the time it does take off half of the map, but I want to see how this is going to end up because a lot of these rotations will come by, but still, this is still in the central, so
I think they
don't
might.
really have to do too much here.
Probably the circle gonna end up in Goroka. I have a feeling for it.
Maybe, just maybe, but over on the side of Junior Talent, they will face off against EVOS. Now, 2 of these neighboring countries, Indonesia as well as Malaysia, will collide here, but still Aaron. Just here's the plane for a little bit. We haven't seen the contents of the crate as of far, but they've actually secured themselves in a really good position, I can see.
Yeah, they have the higher advantage in terms of the positioning, but they do have the X-Force nearby as well. So if EVOS come from from their west, and the other team come from the opposite side, they're gonna get sandwiched in the middle, which is not a really good position.
Speaking of getting sandwiched here, WAW got themselves occupied there as Team Secret tries to spray them off, but everywhere we hear gunfire coming in, but Alex getting caught outside as God from the side of X-Force takes him down. Here comes a couple of smokes coming from Cindy as he goes in to rescue his teammate. Of course, Steel 9K tries to risk his life to pick
But
up Alex right there.
I can see that the WoW esports kind of having some damage there as well. They're kind of in pain. Well, we can see another team coming in. I think this is the advantage when you kind of come up late and everybody's kind of outsourced and everybody's HP kind of low and you just finish them off if they come for X-Force team.
And of course, I feel like X-Force here from yesterday, they've been dealt with a lot of bad cards. Everywhere they go when they played in Group A versus Group B, they keep bumping into all these Thailand teams. And when that happens, you know it's not really a good sign.
Yeah,
But still.
the same goes for Twok and the Golden Cat. I do notice every time they drop, they have the same drop in the map. While the circle is getting smaller, you can see all the teams. Still many colors there. I think almost all the teams still alive, except for one or two teams.
You know
maybe
what would be
eliminated.
interesting? If it actually ends in Creatures right now, everybody is forced to move because nobody's actually occupying
Yeah, I would
Creatures
love
right
to
now.
see that migration. Though.
Oh,
I
now-
really would love to see a migration.
Now looking into Gank, he does actually pick one member off from the side of Onyx, so that's a good news for Yudu Gank. But still, FFQ over around the corners here.
I think
Junior Talent's in a
um,
really good position.
yeah.
They've actually sent each member onto every coverage point that they can get, north, east, southwest. You
Yeah, I
got it.
like how you move in a box.
Yeah.
That's really strategic. You get all the vision of field that you need. But one thing I noticed just now was box gaming kind of far apart from two of them. So it's pairing 2 by 2, but they're kind of far apart. I don't want the same thing happen like the era of just now, where
Oh
the
my.
captain kind of get abandoned. But we can see pure skills, which is pure evil, who kills still somebody else's kill just right into the game. It seems like they are in very comfortable situation, camping there while
Still waiting
Je-
for Jexy
Yeah,
to be
Jexy have-
blown off as fire just get his line of sight there. But of course, smoke's being popped there from the rest of Evo's Esports, trying to save his life. But here comes Box Gaming as well.
Yeah, he's been sandwiched, like we said, right at the front and the back. I don't know how his teammate gonna save him at this point. It's kind of a risky move. Either they abandon or they just go in and flank right and left, which is another option.
Yeah, and of course, speaking of options there, some of all these teams need to rotate into the corners of Goroka as well. This is headed towards the southern side of the circle, and Jexy is slowly bleeding away. Can Evo pick him up? Oh my, just a
Can
bit
they make
more.
it before the
Okay, they
smokes?
made it. Junket's gonna rescue him right now, but Box is over on the corners there. He's still trying to spray through X and fire.
I don't know if this is a
No luck
good
this
thing
time.
for X-Force because they kind of expose their position right now with the box gaming right in front. Oh, they spotted Jacket. Can he make it? He almost knocked just now. Holy smoke, that's close.
Oh yeah, it's really, really close, but still a really good spray coming in from the side of Team X-Force. Meanwhile, from the rest of Box Gaming here, they can just take their sweet time because the circle is upon them still. But looking into the side of Junior Town there, they need to make a cut across as they hop back into their vehicles and possibly will have to deal with Team XF.
Wait, Junior Talent is coming right into the bed. I don't know if it's a good thing to just drive in with that very loud vehicles, showing off that you are around. Aerof is there as well, but Agus is solo. He's using the vehicle
He's
and
alone.
he's really, really in a bad position.
Just
Look
coming
how
across
he
Evos again. Oh, there we go. He's a goner.
He shouldn't have just walked in with a vehicle when you're solo. It's so risky. You should take a snow mobile. Yes. but I guess
Oh,
no
here we go. We
shooting.
do have a flank over the side of Clock as Clock takes down members from the side of Team Secret. This looks bad for the Malaysian squad, as you can see. They are all down on the ground. Only the side of Sinbin is left alive. Sinbin takes down Camper as well. Going into this fight, it will be Stalker as well as Gucci. Can they actually make it through? Stalker going down, proning. Meanwhile, this actually...
The whole
Get
team of
silenced for a
Secret
little
got
bit.
wiped just now.
Oh.
I like how Twalk moved. They know one of the teammates being of Secret just now being down or knocked. They just ambushed right in.
Yeah.
They're really not scared of anything at all.
Yeah.
And the captain is a female too. She's damn aggressive, I say.
Looking into how they play this, Talk always getting those early kills into the game. Now, from yesterday to today, we do see
Okay.
the same sort of trend.
It's not gonna be Creatures though, the circle. I'm sorry to say, Aaron.
Yeah,
It's not at Goroka. It's like in between everywhere.
yeah, and like looking into how Talk was actually playing, they are excelling into all these really close quarter combat action there. And even Team Secret, we know them as the champions of PMCO Malaysia. But now looking into how they're dealing with Talk, I feel like they got some of these points unguarded. This is where Talk could just easily just flank them off. But this circle here is going to be a little bit more challenging for Team Evos because they're just by the corner.
Yeah, talking about Talk just now, they are very, very good and specialized, I say, in close combat range, though. They're the best at it. If you find Talk at the very small compartments with a lot of apartments, it's not best to fight against them. But anyhow, we have Box Gaming and RRQ very close to each other, but Loki's a bit far back, maybe just scouting for a division. And I can see how RQ is very quiet, trying to be silent, maybe waiting for the ambush time. I think they got the information, but I'm not sure which team they got the information from. Either, I think RRQ got where the box is, but at the same time, so many teams coming in from right, left, and all the angles are here.
And of course, looking into this, we already have two Malaysian team down really early, and if we do hear a couple of shots coming in their way, it will be Team X-Force dropping into the face of Team WoW, and man, that is going to be looking extremely bad.
But still
Meanwhile,
have two of them at behind, just baiting with the car just now. Another two X-Force team trying to go for the revenge, and RIQ just firing bullets against Evas is down, knocked two of them. Will they get in the whole team wipe? Yeah, I think so. RQ is still standing strong in their dominance here. No problem for them. But still, multiple angle war is going on top of the hill. Slightly, Box is waiting for the ambush. Well, X-Force, still two of them, still waiting for the right time to come in. Well, wow, are they going in charging with the cars though?
as you can see from the side of WoW, they've already won the battle against Team X-Force as RQ Senior looks their way. Immediately points the gun towards the rocks as they try to spot out. They are X as they take down all these guys from the side of WAW. They still have Taka trying to rescue them for the time being. A couple of smokes being popped out from the side of GRX as well, just to cover it. But this will be a molly on their way. Will this actually burn them through? WAW in trouble once again. The circle closing in, and this is just absolutely terrible.
Oh my goodness, look at that. The smoke doesn't help much, and there goes one more down and gone. And one more left. Will they be able to finish it for RQ? Will they get 2 team wipes? Which they just did. They're really holding this fortress right now.
Yeah, and of course, I feel like RRQ, they always know how to position themselves into advantage point. And speaking of that, over on the back, what do we have?
What
Box Gaming.
happened? Who bumped into whom? That's the question. The vehicles kind of crashed into each other. So I think Box and Evas all are next to each other. What is happening here? Ladies and gentlemen, this is interesting.
Trying to spot out Jaxi here, but Louis getting clipped up. He needs to heal himself up. Meanwhile, they cannot save Aro, which is already knocked down in front of him, but that is going to be bad.
Literally kneeling in front of the stone. I don't know what he's begging for. His death or his life.
Oh my
Jaxi
goodness.
being baited there. Straight right in the head. Knocking to and down as a box as well. I think there goes the whole team down.
Yeah, of course, that is just a really much of a difficult trade between two of these teams, but Evo's trying their best. Meanwhile, from the side of RRQ, they're getting tapped there by the side of QB. From the side of Pure Skill of the Philippines, they have to make a run, but they are over on the side of the circle, so they are trying to defend this to the best of their ability. Meanwhile, Junior Talent still left alive. They have to fight against Team X over on the side of the corner as QB tries to make the cut across.
Right off, again, I see that right off the bat, RQ always get the right position, the most perfect position. They are the most secure in this inside of the circle. Why the other team, IDX, and I can see Junior Talent, all of them really at the edge of the circle. They don't want to fight against the blue, which is very painful at this point. While on the right corner, we have everything going on. We have IDX trying to go in. They're trying to ambush right into the apartment and the compartment. They want to get it. They really want to get this kill, so.
Here comes Kong wrapping himself up before going into the battle. This is a lot of taps outside of the zone, and they have to face off and looking into the side of Ice Screwdriver. They take down Team X, and now Junior Talent still in the way. IDX still need to make a push. Meanwhile, Watts holding on to the wall here. Maybe they can actually make good use of this movement. As you can see, Ice Scott over on the other side, the team
they
captain.
Really need to help Ice, but at the same time, Pure Skills coming up from the front, while from the back will be Junior Talent. They're gonna get cramped up with this very small circle. They really need to figure out who gonna get this compartment or who gonna conquer this area, which is right now very small circle. control. You can see that Aaron Onyx,
Oh,
the
it's in an open
migration.
field.
Yep, it's really an open field. Everybody can be seen here. Who get the bombs right? Who get the
Oh,
grenades
wow.
on spot? And see IDX getting the ice. I think reviving ice, but Kong is actually down.
Oh, looking into the molly, it almost burned him up, but still Arcu is inside the circle right now. A couple of taps on their way still as Box Blue is slowly bleeding out, but he's now inside the circle, so he can actually get himself healed up.
They're really
Meanwhile,
sharing.
Loki-
They're really sharing this.
The nade was beautiful. Crazy Ducks here getting challenged once again. Meanwhile, a couple of taps coming from Pure Skill as well. Challenging RRQ. RQ is still up on the line. D2E. So getting a little bit of damage here. Stalker takes down Ryu as Loki kills him up inside of the smoke.
That's amazing play and intuition, I say, for Lucky, and still more to go. Will he be outsourced before then? That's the question, because everybody in the same area. It's very hard to see who's fighting whom at this point. One by one, everybody he faced at this point for Loki is all different opponents. It's all different teams.
That will be the end of Team Crazy Dogs right there as you speak of it. Meanwhile, Twog still guarding off the rest of Box Gaming. So Stalker just stopping them, halting them as long as they can. Meanwhile, the circle slowly closes in, so they have to make a run. And now looking into the table here, we still have RQ with 4 men standing as Kong looking into the crosshairs here, trying to find the target as they squeeze through these walls.
Look at how small that circle is.
Oh,
this is excruciating. And
Stalker,
look at that.
one more
12.
kill.
Everybody you see
7
just
kills
shoot.
in
in a row. He's just crazy. Look at that. This stalker is really stalking everybody. He just keep on shooting nonstop. Problem is, do we have enough bullets to actually wait till the late game? RRQ still in the middle of the field, really open field, I can say, and they are kind of everybody have the angle looking at RRQ at this point.
Yeah, and over the side of Stalker, he's driving right across, and a couple of bullets
Going
flying into
into
the way.
Onyx.
He's gonna park himself there, but he will get knocked down instead. Here comes Nick with a spray as he takes him down, trying to finish it up, and Nick will secure the kill. So 5 kills in the hands of Onyx already, and now RRQ does not want them to get that sort of advantage. RRQ Athena having those smokes in their way, it's gonna be a little bit tough for them to actually pick off kills against Team Onyx.
Yeah, Pure Skill getting the good, I say, blocked by the houses.
Oh my
well, we can
goodness.
see how they do the migration now. For IDX, they really have to move. They really need to move. The blue is killing them at this point, and the smoke being popped out here by Pure
It's really
Skill.
difficult, but he
So-
does have his really beautiful dress with him. Maybe that gives him a little bit of luck, but still holding on to that UMP. He is waiting for them to actually get into a better position. Those smokes is going to fend them off for a little bit, cutting off a little bit of vision. Still over the side of RQ Athena, they're fighting off Onyx, taking down Sky already. They also managed to revive D2E because he was knocked in the previous fight, and now looking at how it's zooming in, it is Onyx getting the advantage of the circle, but still Eric gets sprayed down as RQ secures another one.
Their prone gaming though really give G9 really good position, and they bumped into the wall just now. RQ Ernie is fighting in. It's against 4 people. What 4? You have to say it out loud.
4. It's now the top 4.
Yeah, it's really more simple, and less than 4 people, 4 teams might have to survive now. And we can see RQ is. I like how they're playing flanks here for Ernie. They really like the frag though.
Now going in, Ernie's gonna go in with a charge. Phil is already knocked down. Now they're trying to spot out the rest of Ice Screwdriver as they're still squeezing through that really tight wall as Team Pure Skill is also on the way.
I like how they position themselves for RQ. They let 3 people charge in the front, while 1 will be at the back, just to see the positioning of each of the team and waiting to get baited as well. Well, at this point, everybody being cramped out, and it seems like very hard. Who's gonna get hit by this Molotov? That's the question. Did you waiting
It's
for
gonna
the
angle it real well.
No, it gonna hit a lot. No, it didn't pass the wall. It was so close.
Alicy, he gets knocked down instead, and now Team Pure Skill now in the top 3 still. They will fan up against G9, but G9 takes another member from the side of Team Pure Skill.
Oh,
Pure
smoke
Skill's in
being
trouble
pop
right
up.
now.
Smoke being pop up. Then there goes the ambush by Ernie. Getting hit 1 by 1. It seems like they're trying to survive, but it seems IDX versus RRQ now. Who gets the big guns? Who gonna get the chicken dinner now, Aaron?
Now looking into this, it is a 4v3 battle between RRQ as well as IDX. All of them are cut into this really tight corner, and all of them have to hop out the wall. As Senior is guarding towards the left side, it will be a difficult feat for IDX to actually maneuver this one.
They have to hop the wall for IDX because RRQ in the same zone. It seems like there goes the bullets exchanging here. But might be some Molotov and grenades who will be tossed out.
Spot him out.
Oh, D2E! D2E is going in from the flank. Will they get the kill?
Jump shots! Jump shots all across! It's gonna be D2E taken down! It's a 1-for-1, but still, RRQ looking for the kill. Going in, spots him out, gets the headshot, and that will be the last man standing. Xavier going behind, will finally finish off all
that's
these
a
members!
nice play. That's a nice
RRQ.
positioning. That's a nice ambush going in straight for RRQ, taking all the ball movement going there. Go big. They just take the balls and go big in there.
Yeah, and like RRQ Athena, this is the turn chicken dinner! What on earth? They just smashed the weapon floor once again!
Okay, they're gonna be rich if they keep on going for
Oh,
fighting.
yeah.
I'm telling you, they don't need the grand prize now.
They're aiming for that Gunslinger of the Week title.
I think we still can see who's #1 right now. Oh, nah, at the bottom, still Malaysia Arrow without any points. Secret being pinned down the whole team just now by Twalk. We can see X4th on the 14th, 13th by Gank, FFQ on the 12th, 11th will be CZD, and EVOS and WoW both at 9th and 10th.
And over on the top 10 spot, we have RQ Athena still leading the charge there with a total of 51 points because ranking gives you 30 as well as 21 kills. Imagine you almost wipe out half of the population by yourself. Now, into that, of course, we have IDX, Ice Crew Driver from the Philippines, as well as Onyx. That makes up the top 3 of the table. PS, Pure Skills will come in at 4th place with 19 points on the ranking, as well as 2 kills in their hands. That will give them 21 points, sharing in the same points with Onyx. Meanwhile, Twalk as well as Junior Talent will make up number 5 as well as number 6.
Yeah, it's very close. I don't think the points are that far except for the #1 because they've been winning a lot of chicken dinner for the past 2 days. Not really the past 2 days, today and yesterday. Now we get into the highlights, what really happened in the game right now.
Of course, let's have a look into the highlights right now as we have a little bit of recap of
this
what
is the
happened.
big one. Yeah, this is a questionable situation for me for Arab. I don't understand. And I like how the kills, I hope the kill still happens in the highlights too. As we can see how all the firing shots non-stop the whole game. How Vikendi actually make everybody rotate the whole places. And imagine Agus going in with a snow mobile.
Yeah, and this was a lot of fantastic plays coming from a lot of all these players there. And looking into how the circle ended up in a really tight area on those compounds, it was so challenging. And look at Pure Skill, those fights were just phenomenal where RQ won the fights.
Yeah, it's a very nice